Welcome back to another Trading 212 portfolio update. It's been a good few weeks now since my last update, so I thought it'd be the right time to give this next update. I've been quite busy recently, not got as many videos out as I would have liked to due to the fact I'm trying in the process of buying a property, so focusing quite a lot of money and effort on that at the moment, but I've got a bit of time to do this update as well. And it's the first time I'm filming this video in the power hour of the stock market on Monday the 26th of April, and I've never filmed a video around about this time, usually between 8 and 9 o'clock. That's when the market sort of booms a little bit, and today has been a really good day. As you can see on the 1 day graph, I started today in the red by around £30, and since then we've just seen massive gains, up probably just over about £130 of gain today. As you can see in the week as well, we've gone up from 2,500 up to 2,727. As you can see, my portfolio is quite a bit smaller than last time. I've had to sell a certain stock due to the fact I need to put £500 down for my property to sort of reserve it, and I didn't really have that money spare at the time, so I had to sell iShares Global Clean Energy stock. I didn't really want to sell it, but needs most at the time. The money will obviously be getting put back into the portfolio over the coming weeks and months, the £500 that I took out, but just at the time being, I just had to sell that stock for my property. So on to the actual stocks now. We'll take a look at the gains. So the first stock is Apple. Apple up in the last month 11.82%. We've seen a nice bit of consistent growth from Apple, and I've since obviously gone above my average cost mark of $128. So I'm now in the green with Apple. So this is obviously, it's one for the long term. Huge company, and they've obviously I don't want to go into too much catalysts and news into this portfolio update. I just want to really show you my gains. But they released some new products. Apple, I think it's MacBooks. I'm not entirely sure on that. That was in the last week or so. So yeah, 10 shares, standing at £970 overall, and my return is just over 4%. One for the long term, definitely Apple, 5-10 years. That's at the short term at least. So this will be stock I'll look to add more to anytime I see a price that I like, but I still think it is fairly undervalued. It got to 143 back in January, and we've just seen it go down a bit since then. I managed to buy around the $120 mark when it got around to there. So it looks like we've seen a bit of a pullback. More bullish moves from Apple. The next is probably one of the big winner in the recent weeks of my portfolio. It's one that's took a bit of patience, and I've done videos about it in the last couple of months. One in my video last week on the free stocks, which is Bionano Genomics, ticker symbol BNGO. I've added a lot more shares recently. I think I did only have about 30 shares maybe, and now I have just under 93 shares. So Bionano Genomics has been absolutely flying. Today we're up 20% just from this morning. In the week they're up 40% as well, and the last 3 months they are still slightly down 5.69%. But we can see at this point here we've sort of seen a bit of a pullback, and today I've actually gone above my average cost, which is just under $7. And I've shown price targets for this stock before of over $15, but I think I'm a really big believer in this stock. I feel like it could go beyond that $15 mark, which it has already reached once, which was back in February. It reached just over $15, and then we sort of seen it come down a bit. Quite surprising, really, but they've had many positive news and good catalysts for this stock, such as the Sapphire machine, which is the mapping tool for Bionano Genomics. It's now being utilised in the NHS in the UK. They're starting to use the Sapphire tool, so that is a really big catalyst as well as the ongoing possibilities that ARK Invest could be purchasing this stock and adding it to their portfolio. So this is one I'm sort of in for the long term, at least the next year or 2 years maybe. So my returns now is just over 5%. So average cost £5 or just under $7 if you want to look at it. So that's the second stock on the list, is Bionano Genomics, BNGO. Next stock is Chargepoint Holdings, ticker symbol CHPT. I purchased some shares recently of this, and it's another company which is in the EV plays. They do the charging for electric cars. all over America. And I've mentioned in my last video that Joe Biden has announced a $2 trillion infrastructure for the EV sector, and this could really benefit companies like Chargepoint. We've seen again price targets of around $39, $40, and it has reached those highs back in December, January time. It's since gone down, but we've seen a bit of a pullback, and the stock looks like it could be on its way back up. So I own just over 10 shares with an average cost at $22. So I can see my average cost line is right at the very bottom of where it's pretty much gone to since it's fell from the $40 range. And again, I'll be looking to add shares anytime I see a price that I like. I probably would maybe add more shares at this price, but I do see it going back up maybe. Another long-term hold, the EV plays are definitely a long-term. Next 10 years at least, electric cars are becoming more prominent in America, UK. So we'll just have to, this is just one to hold tight for, a long-term play. That's Chargepoint, ticker symbol CHPT. And next up we have is Tesla, another EV play, which I own 2 shares in Tesla now. And I think they are announcing their vehicle reports, delivery reports tonight, I think. I'll have to double check on that. If that's just off the top of my head, I think I saw something on Twitter mentioning that, or I think it might have been a notification from Trading 212, I'm not sure. But it's another long-term hold. Tesla, they were struggling in the last 3 months really, they're down 16%, but if you look at the last month, we've seen a gain of almost 15% or $95. I did sell my share of Microsoft to fund the second share of Tesla, as I think I bought it at, when did I buy the second share now? I bought one share on the 30th of March, and that was for $614. So it was at the when was it at $614 now? It was, there we go, around that time. And since then, obviously, we've seen gains from that as well. So I brought my average cost down because I do think I bought my initial share of Tesla closer to the $800 mark. So I managed to bring it down a little bit. Again, the EV plays, long-term holds. Hopefully Tesla, we can see it get to heights of $2,000 maybe, and I've even seen price targets of more than that. So we'll just have to wait and see on Tesla. But again, another bullish stock in my opinion. So that's the 4 stocks in my ISA. We'll now take a look at the 2 further stocks that I hold in my investor account. So we'll head over to that now and just take a quick look. So this account is just under £600, and I'm currently down $89, which is mainly down to HCMC, Healthier Choices Management. This is a stock that's sort of a bit of a meme stock and a bit of a hype stock, but very speculative indeed. It's not, the stock isn't even a penny. It's 0.001915, and HCMC, I've seen a lot of videos on YouTube talking about this stock and the possibilities of even getting to £1, which at this moment are quite unlikely, but again, it's a speculative play. You're sort of gambling really with this stock. I've also got the ongoing lawsuit with Philip Morris, which is still ongoing, and they are announcing, I'm not going to lie, I'm rubbish with stock splits and stuff like that. If anyone can explain better in the comments, I think they are offering from, in the next couple of months, I think you'll be able to buy 4 shares for the price of 1, I think it is. Don't quote me on that, I could be wrong. If anyone wants to clear that up in the comments, let me know. But again, this is one I'm willing to hold on to a long term. If it does get up to £1, I'll be 230 grand richer, so I wouldn't really mind that. So that's HCMC, Healthier Choices Management. So we'll have to wait and see how the lawsuit plays out as well. That could be a good catalyst against Philip Morris for the use of the patent. And next stock is another stock which is sort of in the EV play, which is NIO, ticker symbol NIEO. So NIO, again, we've seen a good month for them after a bit of a downturn from the $60 range. I've seen also price targets of back up and to $60 and above. EV sector again, so I'm up just over under 14% with them. I did a majority of my shares around about this time, I think it was the end of March. I've seen a couple of videos and done my own bit of research, which made me want to buy this stock at that price. I think it's a good stock for the long term, and I think if it could break out of China as well and sort of challenge Tesla maybe, but the competition is good for these 2 companies anyway. So anytime, again, if I see a price that I like, I'll purchase shares of this stock. While I'm above my average cost, I'm probably a little bit more reluctant to, but again, I do think NIO at this price is a bargain. I think we could see over the next 5-10 years, this stock get up to maybe the Tesla range, just depending on revenue and other factors that go into companies as well. So yeah, that is pretty much it for my trading 2-on-2 portfolio update. Let me know what you think of the 6 stocks that I own. I've trimmed the portfolio down massively, try yourself higher risk, high rewards, but obviously not as diversified as what maybe you should have, but I'm willing to take that bit of a risk and sort of invest in the companies that I believe in personally. HCMC, that is definitely a stock that's been over everyone's mind, so let me know what you think of that stock in particular. I'm aiming for 1 million shares of that stock, and I think I need to invest another £700-800 I think into it to get to that mark, so we'll just have to wait and see anyway. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe, and just let me know what you think of the portfolios as a whole. On that note, I'm going to leave you to it today, guys. Take care. Bye.